What's going on, Android guys and Android gals? This is Scott, and I want to show you the first look at the NFL Live application from Sprint on the new HTC Hero. And of course, you can see we're using the Hero here. There's a widget that comes with your phone. It's actually considered an Android widget. It's not something that's part of the Sense, so it is a Sprint widget. You can see that it's a 4x1, 4 across by 1. When you first launch it, it asks you to put in your favorite team. I put in that the Green Bay Packers were my favorite team, and it'll pull up. You'll see that it shows the next game. Of course, big game coming up Sunday against the Vikings here. You can refresh the widget. You see here. Let's see if I'll zoom out. Might be a little hard to make out in the lighting here. Anyways, that says refresh widget and launch NFL Mobile Live. Let me see if I can adjust the focus on this for you so you guys can make it out better. Maybe not. We're going to actually go into the NFL Mobile Live app. And you can see it shows the Packers and the Vikings game coming up here. And it shows you videos that you can pull up from the NFL. And one of the things that I have to say that I really like is that this doesn't have a lot of Sprint branding in it. It's not something that hits you over the head that it's a Sprint service. It's more of a, it's the NFL type thing. And I really like that. And I think a lot of people will like that. You can go in here and pull up, for instance, Green Bay Packers. You can see highlights of the game. There's video, preview of the game coming up, news, and you can see at the bottom it shows you, gives you a ticker of sports news. You can go around the NFL if you want to look and see other information here. We'll pull that up. Weekly Take, Pro Talk. You can see that the sources come from different places here. Very cool. Scoreboard's nice. Gives you a real quick look at who's playing or what the scores were, where they are. And I like the fact that it's really clean, really easy to look at. Those are the upcoming games. Go into menu here, and you can see, you can pick what it is you want to go to. If you are involved in a fantasy team, which I am not, but many of you are, you can log in, put your information in there, and you can do player tracking, and all that information goes with that. You got fantasy, then you have teams and standings, scores and schedules, news, audio, video. I'll show you one of those here in a second. We'll do that. But also alerts, personalize that. Exit. Alerts is nice. We'll go in that. I think I might have bumped the wrong one there. Yep. So you can pick what kind of alerts you want. Specific players, fantasy alerts. So you can actually go in and say, I want alerted specifically for, and we'll pick a hot topic here, Brett Favre. So he's going to be on the Minnesota Vikings. Go into player alerts. And we're back where we were. We'll save him. And now we have him saved. Let's go into the teams and standings. And we'll pick AFC, and because I am not too far from Cleveland, I guess I'm obligated. I'm a Browns fan. Not that I even care to share that with anybody. There's no enthusiasm to share. You'll see that that's the Browns page. If you turn it sideways, it does reorient. You get your photos, your news, AFC related stuff. Team alerts, you can go in there and set those types of things. And then, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to check out the audio video. And I am connected to a Wi-Fi connection. You'll also notice that when you're running this application, just like with the web browser, it does not give you the notification bar. It actually uses the full screen. You can still feel it vibrate, or you'll hear your notifications pop up, but it does not take any of your screen away from the application. So let's go with can't miss plays. And there was a big one here this week with Brett Favre at the end of the game the other day against San Francisco. Let's see if it has it on here. Here we go. I really like the application. I don't use too many NFL or sports related widgets or any type of apps on my G1, but this is the type of thing that included in that Sprint plan I think I would find myself using quite a bit. So it's definitely thinking here. Like I was saying, I would put this front and center on my phone. Having 7 screens to work with and widgets, this phone has more than enough memory to handle that type of thing. Put that on your phone. Let's see if we have to tap that again. There we go. Maybe it was waiting on me. I remember the first time that I tried to use this, it did take an extra second. So I'm not sure where the speed comes in here because it is off my Wi-Fi. I don't know if it's got some kind of crazy network request. I'll turn the volume up. More than adequate for mobile viewing. I would have no problem breaking this thing out while I'm waiting for the doctor's office or anything like that. This is the perfect type of application. The video looks just as good to me as I would expect. Doesn't seem to stutter. Same thing with the Sprint network. The TV works very well. So you can see that the video looks really good. We'll go back. Let's see if there's anything else that I'll show you guys. Whoops, my keyboard there. Statistics. I think this is where you can get team, and leaders. So you can see Peyton Manning is leading again. A couple of categories here. So there's all kinds of stuff that you can do with this application. I think it appeals to the casual sports fan, but also the people who really, they follow the NFL pretty heavily if they're in the fantasy sports. Definitely a kind of app I would check out. Comes loaded again with the Sprint Everything plan or your $69.99. Plug that in. $69.99 plan gives you unlimited data, This is included in that. Very cool. Go back to the home screen here. I'll just exit. So there we are. So with that, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I will try to answer those if I get a chance to. Other than that, look for this to be loaded on your HTC Hero for Sprint when it arrives in early to mid-October. See you guys soon.